What's going on, everybody? Appreciate y'all for tuning back in. And today we're going to be reviewing the Nike KD17.
Phone started jumping, what a day.
First and foremost, man, I want to give a big shout out to KD. KD, more than you know, you've helped this channel grow exponentially. The first time I started taking shoe reviews serious, the first two shoes of yours, the KD14 and the KD Tray 5, had my biggest views on this channel. You've always watched my story on Instagram when I post about your shoes, so it's always fire that he gives, he's looking at you guys on social media. And one of your reels that I did recently gave me 1.6 million views. So it's like, damn, so everything I do KD wise has been just beneficial to me, my channel. Definitely got to shout out KD for sure. Your name and your status and how great you are has definitely helped me out. So I appreciate you, KD, man. That's all I'm saying. And starting us off, we talk about the sizing and the price. And the sizing, I can honestly recommend that you guys can go your true to size because you guys are going to have enough toe space. If you're a wide footer, I can also recommend that you guys can go your true to size as well. If you want to go half a size, you can. But I want to say for traditional footed people, I want to say that's not wide foot, I would tell y'all just go true to size because you guys are going to have enough toe space. I think if you go up half a size, it might be a little bit too much toe space to where maybe the sides over here doesn't snug around the ankle or anything like that. And wide foot is the same. So honestly, my opinion, go true to size for both wide footers and standard foot people. And the pricing for the Nike KD17 is going to be $150. Moving on to the style of the Nike KD17, and I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. As you guys can already tell, the community says it and I say it, these definitely look like a Nike's Vapormax, and I actually have no issue with that. And I think it's funny because KD and D-Book both play on the same team. They both created lifestyle shoes. Obviously, if you guys haven't seen it, this is D-Book's shoe and it looks like an Air Force One. A lifestyle looking shoe that translates to basketball. KD shoe looks the exact same way. Nike's Vapormax translated into the basketball, and I think it's cool and unique. And the name of the Nike KD17 colorway is going to be called Sunrise. Ergo, I got the sunrise background behind me, and it's going to be white, orange, black, and blue. And a lot of people were complaining, well, not complaining, but a lot of people were saying this is a basic colorway look or debut shoe. They don't like it or anything like that, but I think the colors mesh very well together. Especially for me, I have a lot of outfits that I can go with this off the court and on the court. Most of the time I want to be with this obviously on the court, but regardless, if you guys want to take this off the court, I have a lot of colorway shoes in my honest opinion that can go with this colorway. One shoe colorway that I really like that I seen from him is called Bink, and I'll show you guys it on the screen. And if that ever comes out, definitely got to get my hands on a pair. If they don't come out, they were just player exclusive. I think those are pretty fire. He also has another one that's coming out. It's white, blue, and black, and I'll show you guys that too. I think this shoe colorway is nice. Even though it's simple, I think it's nice and clean. And the materials on the KD17, the overlay is pretty much mesh, as well as the back of the heel here is leather, and it's going to cause no stiffness or anything like that. So once you guys put the shoe on, you guys are going to just be able to go play. And also the sides here that look truly like the Vapormax aren't hard at all either, so there's no gonna be no foot pain, no uncomfortability around the sides of your foot. You guys are gonna be good to go inside the styling and the materials of the shoe. Up next, we have my favorite category, which is the cushion, and I'm gonna go ahead and give these an 8.5 out of 10. Inside the shoe, you guys are gonna get a Nike big 4-foot Air Zoom unit, so this is the 4-foot. And the back of the heel here, you guys are gonna get nice Nike cushioning for that extra added pop. And inside the 4-foot, you guys are gonna get it for that extra added spring. Also inside the cushioning of the shoe, you guys are gonna get that boost off of the ground. And you guys know I love boost off of the ground. It fits my play style. I have nothing against court feel shoes, but just for my play style sake, I do like something that's gonna give me that extra added cushion. Also inside this shoe, you guys aren't gonna get that good amount of 4-foot flexion. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Some shoes have crazy 4-foot flexion where it can go back here. Some shoes, they don't really have that much 4-foot flexion. That doesn't have too much to do with the performance. That's just more of like a preference depending on how you play. Cushioning setup of the Nike KD17 on foot is gonna feel really good. Like I told you guys before, you guys are gonna get a really good amount of impact force protection upon jumping and landing. When I was running on the break and stopping the dunk and stuff like that, I felt that pop in that spring. Also, if there's some of you guys that might have foot problems, pain at the bottom of your foot, jumper's knee, and you guys might need something to be able to fight that type of pain off. Not completely disregard it, but fight it off to the best of its abilities. These shoes are definitely going to benefit you guys. I promise y'all in that aspect. So yeah, the cushioning setup inside this shoe is a really good one. Moving on to the traction of the KD17, and I'm going to give these an 8 out of 10. Now, I'm not going to lie to you guys. This was probably like the most confusing category to judge, and I'm going to explain it to you guys why. If you guys are doing the squeak test, if you guys are going lightly on the squeak test, you guys won't hear squeaking pretty much north to south or east to west. If you're going hard, like trying to stop on a dime or stuff like that and try to stop your momentum, you guys are going to hear a really good amount of squeaking. I'm gonna explain to you guys why it's hard to get this traction pattern and ranking. Fortunately, at my gym, which I hope they fix pretty soon, the AC went out. And if some of you guys know or some of you guys don't know, when the AC goes out inside your gym, it's hot, which is gonna cause a lot of people to sweat, which is gonna cause that condensation and stuff like that to go to the ground. Because it's not cold, it's not cool in there or anything like that to, you know, stop people from sweating. So this shoe wasn't attracting any dust per se because my cord is usually kept up. It's just the fact that the AC was off, so I didn't feel too confident inside the shoe. The other side of it is there's a racquetball court next to the basketball court. And obviously not that many people play racquetball and that court is usually kept up. And these performed really good. On a clean court, gonna perform really good towards like an 8.5. On a slippery, dusty court, these are gonna perform like at a 7. So I had to like, you know, meet it in between at the same time, still know what this shoe is like. It's gonna be on a really good semi-dusty court and clean court. And that's why I gave it an 8 out of 10. So that's why, in my honest opinion, this was a hard category to rank because it's so subjective and I don't always wanna give you guys what it's like on a good court. And as you guys can see, it is a translucent outsole too. You guys know translucent can either be a hit or a miss, and it's also a multi-traction pattern design. And I ain't gonna lie to you guys, on a clean and semi-dusty court, these are gonna perform good. So let's end the confusion. On a clean and semi-dusty court, these are gonna perform good. On a very dusty court, slippy court, or your AC's off, I'm telling you, you guys probably aren't gonna wanna go with this because you guys aren't gonna be able to play confidently. I felt like I was slipping, sliding everywhere. But like I said, when I went to that racquetball court, I was stopping on a dime. Dusty court, outside, slippy court, I would tell you guys to not go ahead and wear this shoe. One last thing about the shoe traction too that I want to mention. If you guys are playing on a dusty court, a very dusty court, you guys are gonna see that dust because I see other YouTubers and other shoe community reviewers, they had like mad dust on their shoe. But if your coat is kept up, you guys aren't gonna get that much dust because I played and it wasn't that much dust that was on the shoe. Ending it off with the support of the KD17, and I'm gonna give these an 8 out of 10. You guys are gonna get a good amount of padding around the ankle bone and Achilles heel, which is really nice. And you guys are also gonna get a good amount of padding inside of the tongue. And it is gonna hug nice around the ankle. Now, one thing I will say about this shoe that I wish it would do a little bit better is staying as tight as I tied it around that ankle. There's nothing wrong with that. It's not gonna slip and slide like your back of your heel is not gonna slide out or anything like that. But most of us want to, when we tie our shoe at the beginning of the game, we kind of want it to be from the point of 0 all the way to the point of 11 or 15, whatever you guys play. We want it to be that tight. That's also the reason at the beginning of the video when I was talking about the sizing for the shoe, I told you guys not to go up half a size because it just wouldn't stay tight around your foot at all. I don't think your heel or anything would slip out if you guys went up a half a size. I just don't think it's gonna be able to stay tight around that foot to give you the confidence that you want. And ending it off with the ranking of the Nike KD17, I'm gonna give these a B. They were so close to becoming a B+, but I felt like a B+ would be a little bit biased. And now, as you guys can see from the style alone, it does look like a Vapormax. The cushioning setup is definitely my favorite part about the shoe. You guys are gonna get that boost off of the ground, a really good amount of impact force protection upon jumping and landing, that spring and that pop inside the heels of the Air Zoom cushioning in the forefoot and the Nike cushioning inside the back of the heel. Most of us are amateurs. I don't want to say like amateurs in a bad way, but most of us are amateurs. We're not college players. We're not NBA players to where our court is always consistent. Some weeks it's good, some weeks it's not. But that's gonna go ahead and do it for the end of this video. As always, I appreciate y'all for tuning in, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that good stuff. Follow me on my socials, doing my community posts. I appreciate y'all more than y'all would ever know. We are almost at 2K, and thank you. I'm gonna have Chelsea send us out. I'm gonna see you on the next one.
Got anything you want to add to it, Chelsea?
What? That's your end intro?
Yeah, just the end intro.
Thank you for guys watching today's video. See you next in today's video. Bye.